Listen, I'm not mad. I'm just a little bit disappointed in both the Buffalo Sabres and myself. Folks, welcome back to Gatesy's Win More, Lots More. Presented by Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. And the Buffalo Sabres lose tonight to the Montreal Canadiens 4-2. Before we get into that, you might notice there's no Troy Bolton jerseys behind me. No, we got the sky, we got darkness. We are in a Love's dog park. Yes, shout out Love's for this beautiful dog park. And shout out to Kobliks. I'm here celebrating their marriage on the road tonight. And the Sabres were on the road against Montreal, where the name of the game tonight was they just shot themselves in the foot defensively. The reason I'm not mad, I'm not angry, I'm just upset is because all three of Montreal's goals that were scored, I'm not counting the empty netter, were very preventable. Super preventable for the Sabres because they, sorry for all the trucks going by. Again, at a truck stop, a lot of trucks. Maybe should have thought this one through. Again, disappointed in myself. Also, the mic, forgot to charge it. We're using headphones. Rough go of it for me today. But the Sabres, defensively, they really just made a ton of errors. And every time they felt like they made an error, it ended up in the back of their net. The first one, you had the puck at the blue line. You have to get it out. You have three guys swarming the puck on every direction. They have it surrounded, but it gets by Owen Power. Montreal gets that out-of-man rush from in close, and it ends up in the back of the net. The Sabres, they see you have Montreal guys behind you. You can't have the guy stretch. You need him coming back. You need that support defensively. And again, you have to get the puck out the blue line. That has to happen. The Sabres have had a couple times this season where they get hemmed in, they can't do it. They need to be better. They have to be better if they want to have some long-term success this season of getting the puck out. And now, the second goal too, the Sabres have done a great job of being better in front of their own end. But it feels like at times the Sabres defense, this might be a bad analogy, some of you might really like it, but it feels like they're on a sinking ship sometimes, again, the analogy, where they have, a hole and they have it plugged with their thumb, i.e., tying up guys in front of the net. And if something else pops up, they try to plug that and then suddenly they have issues coming back. They need to just do a better job of shoring up a lot of those details. And same listen here, it just takes 1 second. They don't tie the guy up for 1 second and they get scored on. The Sabres, you're going to be playing good teams this season. They're going to capitalize on your mistakes. They need to do a better job at focusing on their details in their back end, but their defense has been a lot better this year. A lot better. That's why I'm not concerned. They're going to grow from this. They're going to learn and be better next game. The third goal, again, I'm not counting the fourth one because it's an empty netter. Just happened because you have the puck behind your net. You want to do a breakout. Owen Power bumps it back to Jason Zucker, who gets swarmed.
Hey folks, editing Gatesy here. I forgot to add this when I was outside because it was a little cold. It's on me though. Shouldn't have worn shorts. But the Sabres need some better center support here. Zucker has it and has no help up the middle. I didn't realize how alone he was in the corner until rewatching it now. So, again, something the Sabres can do and do better at. And again, the pieces are there. Pieces are there. No need to worry. Pieces are there.
Puck ends up right in the Sabre slot, back of the net. You see why that's an issue. You see why it's an issue. But again, I think this is something the Sabres can correct. Offensively, though, they found a lot of success, again, by getting to the house. Both goals were from in close. Yuri Kulik got his second of the season by getting to the net, working there. Zach Benson got an assist on this. He was great tonight. And Zach Benson, before we get to the Kozak goal, he is he reminds me a lot of Rasmus Dahlin when Dahlin was younger, where Dahlin didn't have the strongest shot, and we were all just kind of watching like, oh, when this guy, hopefully gets a stronger shot, he's going to be scoring a lot more. I think we're going to see the same for Zach Benson, at least I hope, because he had a lot of, good scoring chances, but this shot just doesn't have the speed yet to be a good goaltender like that. The Montreal goalie was getting laterally quick and just beating Benson to that spot he's trying to get to. So again, he's going to score some goals. He's obviously putting up points and assists, but as he gets older, I think he's going to get more and more goals. And then Kozak, again, you get the puck to the net. He swarms, crashes the rebound. And from there, the Sabres are only down one. Somehow, after being down 3-1, they get that, and they had some life back in them. But they're with the goalie pulled, they weren't good. I feel like they haven't been good in forever. I don't know the stat off the top of my head. I'll edit it here, but I can't remember the last time the Sabres had, good success with the goalie pulled. It just feels like it's always kind of been a kryptonite for them, and I never really believe that it's going to work out when they do pull their goalie. But yeah, that's kind of the Sabres game tonight. It wasn't like a big special teams battle like we've seen in previous games where the Sabres power play carried them to success. both teams each had one power play. We had a couple 4-on-4 moments as well, which, kind of went here and there for the blue and gold. But Sabres power play went 0 for 1 tonight. Their PK went 1 for 1. So again, their PK continues to be dominant and a big thing for them. We'll see what next game brings. Special teams wasn't a big factor. And, the Sabres got really shown their flaws 5-on-5, especially I'm worried about the middle six. If you're not having your top guys score, like if Tage didn't score tonight, you need some more from your middle six. And, you had a goal from Yuri Kulik, which is great. Your top line did produce one. And then your fourth line got one at the end, which I guess Quinn was out there. The lines kind of got shuffled a bit. But, yeah, I just need a bit more from that Sabres middle six if they're going to have some long-term success this season and their defense solidify things. With folks, as we have trucks going left, right, and center, let me know your thoughts on this game, what you think this means for the Sabres in terms of how you view them. I take this as a good thing because we've seen how, the first 3 games when it was bad, they bounced back, and now I think they've kind of evened out where they're done riding that high. We go from there. They just shut out the Florida Panthers. They go in tonight in Montreal and lose on the road. But, thank you for watching. Please, if you're still here, like this video, shoot us a follow, subscription, wherever you're watching. And let me know your thoughts, again, on the Sabres. And until then, let's go Sabres!